Yeah, I'm freaking live. Uncle Bull Cow. Live on a Saturday night. The Bull Cow in La Noche. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing out there this evening? Or if you watch it tomorrow, the morning. We'll see who jumps on the live. I don't think a lot of people get live notifications for me, so yeah, it's quite unfortunate the way I'm treated. They treat me like an animal. What do I got here? Hmm? I got 6 different pods. What's up, Kevin? Kevin K in the building. All right, all right. Scoville unit, what's up, brother? I got some pods. I'm gonna be getting down with some pod eating. I'm trying to. So these and a whole lot more from my brother Chris Miller Spicy Warrior here on YouTube. Go check him out. Um, but Miller, yeah, man, he blessed me with a nice box of pods, and I got 6 different ones here. Now these are unlabeled, but I'm gonna try to Miller. You can play the game with us. I'm going to try to guess what these peppers are, and you guys comment if you think I'm right. Miller, you can comment if that's what the pepper is or if you're pretty sure. But I got 6 different pods from Miller, and I'm going to be doing Guess That Pepper. A little mukbang pepper eating. Mukbang is where you eat a good amount of something and you interact with the audience. All right. So we're going to start off with this one. I think this is some sort of a Puma. Comment below if you think this is a Pimenta Puma breed. Look at it real close, guys. And Miller, if this is a Puma, let me know. Sweet. A little bit fruity. I gotta save a bite for Mrs. Bull Cow. It's not a Puma. Oh man. Leopard. Oh man, what the heck is the name of this? I've had it before. I can't think of the name of it. So I got the first one wrong. Is it one of the Get Joed peppers? It's got some heat coming in now. I don't know what that is. It's like a reddish purple color. Excellent pepper, I'll tell you that. So it's not a Puma. I don't know. Miller, tell us what it is. A Mamp cross. I was going to say Mamp too. I was going to say Mamp. I think a Mamp is a Puma cross though. I could be wrong. Comment below if you know if the Mamp is a Puma cross. M-A-M-P. The P might mean Puma. I think it's got Puma in it, but I could be wrong. Next, this guy. This could be a yellow ghostly jalapeno or a lemon ghostly jalapeno or maybe a yellow Thai. Oh, it's in Gardner seed, so it's a Mamp. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. We'll ask Mike and Tammy if they jump on. We'll ask them if the Mamp. I think the Mamp is a Puma. Yeah, I think it is. I could. So hey, I'm on the right track. The heat is not bad. It's about habanero heat. Good flavor though. Really good pepper. All right, let's try this one. Yellow ghostly jalapeno. Yellow Thai. It don't taste like the lemon ghostly jalapeno. It looks like the ones that I grow. Yellow Thai. YGJ. Yellow ghostly jalapeno? Okay. I was right the first time. Yeah, it's definitely really good pepper. It just doesn't have the that's the first time I've ever tried one. It doesn't have the as much lemon flavor to it as a lemon ghostly jalapeno. Ooh. Got the same heat though. About the same heat. Good flavor. Very neutral pepper. I could make a sauce with that. Ooh. Vocal's been getting a little burn on. I don't know why my phone looks like this. It's YouTube Live when I tip the camera this way. Yeah, the yellow is definitely different than the lemon. Same heat. Same heat. It's hot. I think a little bit hotter than a habanero. It's somewhere in the fatality range. Now I've got the lemon ghost jalapenos growing out front, and sometimes I'll just walk by. That's the plant closest to the sidewalk. On my way to work, even out the door in the morning, man, I just see one right, grab it, and bite it, and eat it. They taste so good. Sometimes I'll be fine. Other times, it'll get me lit up. Woo! Burning pretty good right now. Next up, I believe this is a red habanero of some sort. Could be the red Caribbean hob or just a regular red hob or a red Savina. But I think it's a red habanero. Comment below if you think this is a red habanero. Still burning from the other two peppers, so I'm not going to be able to tell how hot this is for a minute. Very juicy, sweet, really, really fresh. Correct, red hob. All right. Wow. It's one of the best red habaneros I think I've ever had. It's got... What's up, Larry D? That's what's up, man. Thank you for jumping in. Super, super juicy. When I bit into it, it's crunchy. A lot of the juice like shot to the back of the throat and the mouth. It's got... You can hear when I bite into it how crunchy it is. It's got the classic red hob profile. When you bite into the end of it. I've eaten two, and this is the third one. I saved a little bite of this one for Mrs. Bullcow, though. I got more pods. Miller sent me a nice size box, but... Yeah, you did a good job, man. Good job with this. That was a red hob. Ooh. Now I'm getting some heat that bit into the placenta. Ooh. Yeah, it didn't have no heat in the end of them. They don't. Red habaneros do not. That's even like that freaking Reaper habanero cross. It's a red habanero and a Reaper. That thing has a small placenta. And you bite into the end of it, and there is absolutely no heat at all. When you get down to the placenta, which is not a big one in them, but you get the heat. Not as hot as a Reaper, not even half. But it's hotter than a habanero. Next up, I know, and I don't know what this is. I'm pretty sure this is from the Get Jode seeds, but this, I believe it's a Gator Jigsaw. The phenols on Gator Jigsaws are all kinds of weird and different. Mattering on what pepper you take them out of. See that part, if I turn it that way, it looks like a Gator Jigsaw. But I'll know when I bite into it, because I've ate enough of them. I have a pretty good idea. Gator Jigsaws have a little bit different flavor than some other mustard and green pods. So I'm going to say Gator Jigsaw, even though it may be a Get Jode. Yeah, it's a Get Jode. So I sent Miller some Get Jode seeds. We got tons of them here. Mrs. Wilcox moved them, but all the peppers we review, unless they're across that somebody doesn't want released, but all of my peppers, um, other stuff I get from other growers. Mrs. Wilcox don't like eating the seeds, so she sits them on little plates here on the plant shelf, and we just let them dry out. And I throw them all in a bag, and I go in there and pluck them all off and mix them up and send them out every year. And then I do a grow out contest. Actually, Miller won this year. He had a funky looking purple pod that we don't know what it was. This could be. There was a pod. This it's not that hot, but Gator Jigsaws don't burn that much either. It could be a Gator Jigsaw, but I'm not. I'm not sure. I don't think so right now. It's a little bit milder, and I'm pretty sure I had a green pod from Linda McNew, Linda's Fiery Treats last year. You can go back and look through my videos if you want, but there was a green pod from her that was either a Goranong or a Congo that was green, and I think that's what it was. I think we may have just put the pulp over there, and Miller ended up with one of those seeds. That's what I think that is. Because it's mild and it don't really have the taste of a Gator Jigsaw. So the bullcow was wrong. Congo or Goranong. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. So it's a green pod. But I think that's it. I think it's a giant Congo or something like that. I have Linda's grow list somewhere around the house, but it's very small and hard for me to read. And it's like 100 and something varieties, so I could find out. All right, so I'm doing pretty good, I'm guessing. After biting into that one, that's what I think that is. I'm pretty sure. All right, now it's time to burn. Yeah, I think it's the Congo. It's one of the two. The Goranong. Maybe not Goranong. Yeah, I think it's Goranong or Congo. I'd say Congo or Goranong. Whatever that pepper that I ate from Linda, I reviewed it last year. That was in the second batch of Get Jode seeds. So, yeah. This is another Get Jode. Yep. And I know that because Chris sent me. I think he did. Miller, didn't you eat one of these? So Miller ate one of these. Miller ate one of these on a video, and he said it was a Get Joe. And then I think we talked about it on the phone. I would say this is a Scotch Brain. I just cut up pounds of Scotch Brains, and so there's no getting around it. This is what that is. I'll know as soon as I bite into it because I eat these all the time. Yep. Scotch Brain, 100%. Ain't no arguing with that. Yeah, that's a good Get Jode, man. Yeah, I mean, the first round of the Get Jode, the way that contest came about was I was taking seeds. I had some seeds, and a pack came open and spilled in with some other seeds, and I was upset. And I was going to throw them out because I wouldn't know what they were. And my daughter begged me to keep them. She said, just grow them, and you'll know what they are when they grow. So I'm like, all right, good idea. So we decided to do Eliza's mystery seed grow out. And then we seen all these people in the pepper groups that were getting Jode. If you don't know what that means that you bought seeds or seedlings from Pepper Joe that were supposed to be Carolina Reaper, and 8-9 months later, you got habaneros. So Pepper Joe's is the laughing stock of the pepper community. And so I figured, you know what? How about some redemption? All you people that got Jode, you spent money, you got ripped off, you know, let's get our own selves Jode, and it's free. Sometimes I have people send me self-addressed stamp envelopes. Sometimes if I got one, I'll just send it to them. And seeds are free. They're just stuff that we ate. And then I give $100 top prize to the winner, whoever has the nicest pod at the next year. And it was fun. Um, the only problem, we started in one group and then we had to do it in another. So we did kind of break it up, but we had some people that went and told people it moved over to here. Unfortunately, we had some folks that their pods weren't ripe in time, um, or some other people just their grow was just screwed up, man. I had people calling me like, hey man, I got 98, 99% germination rate on them Get Jode seeds, and they were so excited. Then they overwatered their plants. I got one friend that well, two people, I sent them seeds two different times, and one of them, he said none of them are germinating, and he showed me a picture, and he was using those little pellet bags, like, or something, peat bags, and they were just soaked. I was like, bro, those seeds rotted. You can't leave them in water like that. And I know I rotted a tray last year. I put seeds in there and a little bit too much water, and 10 days later, nothing was happening at all. And I went digging around looking for the seeds, and the seeds just turned to mush. And so, um, but we all make mistakes. That's the number one mistake. Number one mistake I seen was overwatering, and I actually did it myself. I had backups, and luckily, I was fine. But it was one seed tray that I overwatered them from the beginning. They hadn't even popped yet, and then I actually took when it dried out a little bit. I put more seeds, the same kind of seeds, in those little trays because I already had them marked, and I was like, heck with it. And believe it or not, a couple of those ones that were in there when it was overwatered, like, popped like 20, 30 days later or something. It was weird. I seen these extra ones coming up, and some of them I only put one seed in a cell. But uh, I overwatered a tray also. Like, I had a tray of seedlings about maybe that big. They had already had their true leaves and everything, and they're still way too fragile at that point. Um, that's actually when I see most people overwater, when their seedlings are just right at that point. Yeah, yeah, that's right. So, one fit pepper just said he just got his first ghost peppers because the 40 days of 100 degrees. Yeah, and we were lucky, and I wish that I did some experimenting this year, some stuff that, putting two plants in one pot, literally just to see what it would do, and um, some other stuff experimenting, like, straight up documented some of it for other people to learn with me. And but I did good. We had the best season I think that this state has seen in 20 years. We only had a 2 or 3 days that were over 97 degrees, and that is unheard of in North Carolina. What's up, Patrick? All right, Patrick's gonna try the Omega, maybe the Omega, or he's gonna try the Omega and maybe the Luther's Hammer tonight. Yeah, those are brutal. Those are brutal. So, you guys, let's talk about Omega. Omega, it's a tincture I made last year. I made another small batch. Patrick, mainly for you. But Patrick, he didn't get any last year, and he actually commented on one of my videos, and I didn't see it for a month later, and I didn't have any more at that point. So I made another round um, of Omega tincture, and it is the 24 peppers of the apocalypse. Those that don't know, Omega is the Greek. It's the last letter in the Greek alphabet. It's used in the Book of Revelation. I'm the Alpha, which means beginning, and the Omega, which means the end, the last. Um, and so it's the 24th letter. So we put 24 different peppers in it. This year, uh, The difference was there was some scorpion something last year that I had in there. I took out and put in a better pepper for flavor. And I also did something stupid. I actually infused the NK Hellhammers, and this has more Hellhammer in it. Last year I just had whatever Hellhammer were in Nick Kemp's mix powder, and I think I had a couple of fresh or dried ones. I had frozen Hellhammers and I dried them out. This year I had Hellhammers quite a bit. I still have a good amount dried. Um, and so when I was drying some of them, I actually put capsaicin crystals on them. So I know people, man, I'm gonna hear it for years. People are gonna say, dude, why would you freaking put cap crystals on Hellhammers? Why not? Go big or go home. So I did that. Scotch Brain all day. I did that and made a small batch of Omega. Patrick got most of it, but, what's up, Ace? Ace in the building. But there are 3 bottles right now that are in the hands of Scoville Unit, Late for Work, and Hot Dang Show. And Tuesday, this coming up Tuesday, October 11th, go to my Instagram page, Uncle Bull Cow Instagram. That's where we do Tincture Tuesday. It's going to be Titan Tuesday. Of course, Tincture's going to be involved. It always is. Titan Tuesday. This Titan Tuesday will be Hot Dang Show. Okay. Roger, Chris, Scoville Unit, and Jason, Late for Work. And they will be doing a Gusher Challenge. It's the first ever Gusher Challenge. They each have a dozen pods grown by myself. They're not that many big ones. They're mostly smaller pods. And that's the way I want it. There are a couple big ones. I didn't want to give somebody a pod this big and then take the whole bottle of Tink and put it in there. And, I wanted to make it somewhat enjoyable. What I have up my sleeve for you and Thomas, oh man, it's going to be good. It's going to be, so here's the thing. What I'm doing with everybody. What's up, Thomas? Is I'm trying to make it enjoyable, even though you're gonna burn. It's gonna hurt. I'm trying to make it enjoyable. So Thomas and Miller next week on Titan Tuesday will be going head to head in this sweet and salty slapdown. No, we're gonna do the. Thomas wanted to try the 1 chip challenge that I made for Mrs. Bull Cow. So, of course, it's 20 of them, but I'm going to actually make the 20 chip challenge for both of them and some chocolates. And so basically it's going to equal, what they're going to do is going to equal the same challenge Mrs. Bull Cow did plus a half of a jalapeno challenge each. So I know they can both handle that, and I know it's going to burn them good. And we're going to kind of just freestyle it like, okay, chocolate next. So eating all that chocolate will make you sick. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't even want to do that to anybody. But eating a chocolate, small chocolate, in between the salty chip will make it way more enjoyable. So, all right, last pod. This is M.A. Wartrix Peach, a.k.a. Possible Peach Passion. I'm burning from that Scotch Brain. Could be wrong, Miller. No, that's it. Yep, that's it. Heat's coming. Woo. So I sent Miller some these seeds. We didn't know what the pepper was. I heard stories from the person that grew it last year that they didn't match up. There was all different stories. We found out later. We're pretty sure it's a M.A. Wartryx Peach. There's some more in here that have a better pheno. that looks more. That looks like Wartrix all day, but it's peach. So we a couple people said that's what it is, and I seen a picture of Matthew Arthur who created the MA Wartrix. Um, and so we believe that's what it is, and we heard that from a couple of people, and so we didn't know what it was. Um, a little hot honey, stuff's good. So yeah, MA Wartrix Peach. Yep, that's a good pepper. I don't like that many peach pods. Um, some of them are overly like the Peach X and Peach Brain Collapse and stuff. Peach Ghost Jammy. They're very floral, and I mean this one's got some floralness, no doubt, but they're very floral, and they have a certain flavor that I just don't like. So I'm really, really not a peach pod guy. I don't like them. I don't like them dried either. That's one of I think that's the only colored pod that I don't like dried. Chocolate pods dried, love them. Every other color dried, love them. Peach pods dehydrated dried, I don't like them at all. Uh, Now I grew a couple peach varieties this year. They're good if you sell mixed boxes. People love them. But for me personally, just and guys, if you're a peach pod lover, don't get offended. Don't try to cancel me. I just don't like them. I just don't. I don't know. I got some seeds to the new JP Ultraviolet. That's a peach pod. I'm gonna grow that because it's something new, and I try to help out Jimmy Pickles. And I know some people want them. I haven't tried one, so I don't know. But if it's something I like, hey.
The video's over. May I play a new video?
Yes, you may. Mrs. Bokow's taking a nap. That's why it's like, do whatever you want, kid. So how's everybody doing out there? We yeah, Mrs. Bokow's video of her eating that pepper on the bowl. You got those seeds as well? Oh yeah. Oh, the JP Ultraviolet. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna grow it out. I'm very curious to taste one, and I might like them. But if not, whatever the case may be, man. I always get rid of some mixed boxes in the beginning of the year. This time of year I don't. Well, my plants are burnt now. I don't. I'm so tired of just tending to the plants, and I don't care. Period. I'm just. I literally just spent. I don't know how long, but I literally just ground up, and you have to keep doing it over and over. You can't just do it all at once. But um, 3,000 grams of peppers, cutting them in half, put them in the blender, pulsing them, taking the thing out, scraping them out. Hold on, I'll show you guys some of. This is less than half. Tell me that ain't a big old ferment right there. I got a jar too. I'm not gonna pull it out though. Yeah, I wanted to do I'd do a real Caribbean style sauce. I've made a couple. Walker, Texas Peppers in the building. Texas Peppers, what's up with your grow, man? You got to be exploding right now with this cooler weather down there. I overwintered 3 plants today. Boy, they were monsters. I was trying to cut them with scissors. It was terrible. There are 3 plants. The Carolina Pepper Exchange. Oh, Thomas, you got the taco sauces from Late for Work? All right, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. That taco rojo is phenomenal. Like I'm not tooting my own horn. I've had some sauces that I mean, my sauces are all kinds of different. Um, Sometimes I change the recipe. Like there's a couple of things that's gonna be coming up in January. I'll tell you guys. One is we've experimented with three, pretty much four different mean green recipes. While I like the straight fermented one, Johnny Scoville went nuts over it. He loved it. I got other people that love it. Um, I've done the roasted and then the street taco and whatever. I actually mixed a couple of my mean greens. Like I had two different kinds and I mixed them together last week or the week before, and I absolutely loved it. And it was almost like the concept of the jerk sauce. And then I have that Jamaican sauce that I made. A couple of you guys got it. I have a couple bottles. It was just straight R&D, research and development. That one was it was a roasted sauce. I threw a little pepper mash in it, not much. Um, then I have like the other, Caribbean sauce I made. So now I got ferments. Like I got big time mashes going and a couple brines. Um, and I got all the peppers that I wanted for this project. And yeah, I'm talking about MOA Scotch Bonnet, Bohemian Goats, KSLS, Scotch Brains, um, some other ones. I can't even remember right now. Lemon Scorpion, throw a couple of those. But it's all really, really Caribbean tasting peppers. Like, and so we're gonna have some new sauces coming out. So stay tuned. We're gonna have some new stuff that's and this is how we do it every year is we do R&D, research and development, and then we find out what people want. Somebody wants this, we're like, okay, it's how the blueberry boot sauce was birthed, um, in the pineapple. People kept asking for it. Of course, those sauces slow down after a while. You get people reorder, whatever, man, and then they'll try something else, and then, whatever the case may be. But they're staples, and we always have them. The yellow mash is, like I said, it's not as good as Monster Mash in my opinion. Actually, my wife said she liked it more at one point, but after us trying them, so many sauces, um, walk through tomorrow with Walker Texas Pepper. But as far as the yellow mash goes, we're thinking of also doing the hybrid with that, um, where we actually are going to roast some peppers and garlic and onions, and then do the yellow fermented mash with that. We tried that. I was on a vacation a couple weeks back, and we tried a whole bunch of stuff, and we kind of came up with. Some people don't like fermented sauces. Now, Monster Mash will never change. Monster Mash is a fermented sauce, and that one is top notch. That's my favorite hot sauce I've ever had, and it's my favorite out of all the ones I make. Um, I don't have any fatalities this year, so I did make a fatality sauce that was similar to Monster Mash last year, and that was insane. So I don't know what happened. The guy that grows the fatalities has been kind of ghosting me. I don't know. I think he's got someone else he sells them to or whatever. I don't know. And I had a couple fatalities at the end of last year. I kept the seeds from him and gave him my buddy, and he grew them out, and they were not fatalities no more. They were mixed with something else. And I called the guy, and he said they grew next to this, and so we're pretty sure that's what it was. But anyways, we got some new sauces coming. We got some new sauces coming. I'm gonna keep quiet about a few of them. Yeah, but yeah, that's what we do, man. We find out what the people like, what the people want. Um, the yellow mash is not many people asking for it as the monster mash. And we're going to continue to make it, but we're going to do, like I said, we're going to hybridize it. We're going to actually use roasted and fermented. That way, it's more palatable to the people that don't like fermented hot sauces. Because I'm going to be honest with you, we tried it, and it's better. And it's just like the mean green. We tried the street taco version. We had the you know Yeah, yellow mash is good, Thomas. You're right. You're right. You're right. It is good. But we're gonna just do a little some of the we're gonna do some roasted peppers in with the ferment, and it's just it's actually hotter if you do it that way. It's a spicier sauce, um, and it adds more depth in it. Has seems like it has more flavor to it, and it's just as the pH is the same. It's just as acidic. We actually you're actually adding more vinegar. Um, then with the ferment, you don't need to put hardly any vinegar in it. But you're actually adding. It's got more vinegar in it. But it's just we tried it and we freaking loved it, and we're like, okay, so we're gonna try to hybridize the yellow mash, the mean green, those two sauces, um, and that'll be something that's coming up. We just made a big batch of yellow mash. So Walker, get at me on Facebook and we'll talk. But yeah, I do have yellow mash. I got a whole bunch of the classic stuff. And Late for Work has the seasonal sauces for the fall. There is a new sauce. There's not much of it. It's the Suffer and Saffron. If you don't like saffron, don't order it. I don't want anybody complaining about it. It is very strong. It's almost too strong for myself. Um, but I put it on some chicken and a lot of it, and then I had to kind of mix the rice in with it and stuff, and then it was good. It's just very strong. I put a lot of saffron in it, and it's because I had people complaining that they've been ordering saffron hot sauces that they couldn't taste the saffron in, so I went hard. But really good and excellent for cooking. I mean, just holy cow. Take just 2 tablespoons of it and put it in a pot of rice, and it will turn your whole pot of rice yellow, and it will add good saffron flavor and, of course, a little bit of heat. So there's not much of that. If you get your hands on it, it's good if you like that. If you like that kind of the saffron taste and the color, really good cooking sauce. It's savory, of course, not sweet. Um, the hog sauce, Patrick says, yeah, we might make another batch of that. I don't know. Hmm. Um, so Jason has the Late for Work. He's got the cranberry. The cranberry is very limited. We actually have a good amount of the Big Apple. The Big Apple should be able to get us through for a little while. Um, and cranberry for Thanksgiving, man. I hope it's on your table. I mean, we made that last year as just a Thanksgiving sauce, and oh, the steak sauce. Yeah, Jason still got some of that. Yeah, Jason still got some of that. I actually have the chocolate scorpions and stuff. The peppers to make that, I do have some. So the steak sauce may be something we can remake the steak sauce. Um, if we have to make that again, although it's hit or miss with that. You bought another, okay? Yeah, it's hit or miss with the steak sauce. We know that in the spring, like grilling time and summertime, that people want that, and it's when people kind of bother me for, hey man, you make that steak sauce again, and so I'll make a batch. And this year I actually made a batch, and it was gone so fast that we made another big batch, and that's what we've been using since then. Um, but yeah, the seasonal stuff. As far as regular staple sauces, we think we got a couple that are going to come out that'll be regulars, or pretty close to it. So we're still going to make the pineapple, the blueberry. We just made another batch of pineapple to have that made and out of the way. Blueberry, we have some left, not a lot, but we actually have all the boots, and that we actually added the my super ghost to that this year. So we have, I think it's 9 or 10. I think it's 9 or 10 now different types of boots in the blueberry boot. So we had, I think, 7 or 8 last year, and then we actually added. I wonder if we added. I think I don't know. Well, anyways, my super ghost is in there this year. Um, it doesn't take it's the same sauce, tastes the same, but just sounds fancy. But the last batch of it we made, we did the extreme version. Um, we don't know if we're gonna continue on with the extremes sauces. We may not. We'll have to see how it goes. They actually went well. People loved them. They wanted them. What's up, Arch Dog? So people did like the extreme, man. They wanted a good tasting sauce that was really hot, and so people got it. Luther's Hammers, that's gone. Um, but anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. I just wanted to come on here. Thank you, Miller Spicy Warrior. Miller Time. Go check him out. He sent me a nice box of peppers here. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I didn't know what it was. He didn't tell me. Um, I got home and I pulled up and seen a box sitting there. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, I don't got anything coming from anybody. I'm like, first of all, I ain't got no money to order anything. So if you're somebody out there that's watching my video and you're like, hey, Uncle Boca hasn't ordered anything from me in a while, understand why. Understand that Uncle Bullcow has growing partners, and I have other people that I just, I tell them I want to buy a good amount of peppers from them, and I spend, you know, I don't know, I spend a lot of money, put it that way. And so in the past month, I've spent $1,000 or more. Um, I'm broke as an excuse, right? No, I am. I'm broke. But it's all good, I'm pepper rich, so hey, you know what I'm saying? I got my freezer is full. I got mashes. I mean, I've got the refrigerator, the freezer, the ferminator. What's up, Sergeant Dung? But so yeah, that stuff. And that's how I like it. I like to make sure listen, guys, I planned it out last year perfect. I was actually able to, I did a couple collaborations with Sergeant Dunn and with Late for Work with some of the peppers that I had. I actually was able to make all of my sauces, had them through the whole year. And then I was actually able to make some new stuff, some seasonal stuff, some R&D stuff, and I just kind of I had peppers in the freezer right until this pod season, and pods were coming off the plants, and I still had some. Matter of fact, I still have some frozen stuff from the 2021 season. Not a lot, not a lot. I think I have there's a vacuum seal of ahi lemon drops that I just don't really have any use for, but I will use them. Trust me, they'll come in handy for something. I had some of the chocolate scorpions to make the steak sauce, and I had a mixed bag. So, anyways, guys, tune in. Titan Tuesday. It's gonna be a different Tincture Tuesday. It's gonna be awesome. So this week, like I said, it's Chris late for work. So it's gonna be late for work, Scoville Unit, and Roger Hot Dang Show, and they're gonna battle it out in the first ever Gusher Challenge. They're gonna be taking pods, filling them with Omega Tincture. That's 24 of the hottest peppers in the world. Okay. And then of course I infuse the Hellhammers with some cat crystals. It tastes really good, and the tincture it tastes awesome, especially for how hot it is. So hopefully those guys enjoy it. Watch us Tincture Tuesday, Uncle Bullcow on the Instagram, Titan Tuesday. Then next week, Espocante Tomas versus Miller Spicy Warrior. Yeah.